We start in Washington, where President Donald Trump met with police and military deployed in the D.C. area, overseeing what he calls a crime emergency in the nation's capital. The visit occurred at the U.S. Park Police Anacostia Operations Facility in southeast Washington. The facility had been turned into a staging ground for hundreds of federal officers and National Guard troops deployed under President Trump's orders. Donald Trump thanked law enforcement and soldiers, delivered hamburgers and pizza, and spoke about his mission to restore order.
We're not playing games. We're going to make it safe. And we're going to then go on to other places. But we're going to stay here for a while. We want to make this absolutely perfect. It's our capital. And this place was emblematic of it with the crime, the horrible crime. And, you know, I watch these phony reports. Oh, we were on the way back. They weren't on the way back. It was worse than ever just a short while ago. But now it's going to be, I think now, right now, it's better than it has been in years.
The president even talked about improving the city's parks, boasting about his knowledge of grass from his golf courses.
Things we're going to be redoing is your parks. I'm very good at grass because I have a lot of golf courses all over the place. I know more about grass than any human being, I think, anywhere in the world. And we're going to be regrassing all of your parks, all brand new sprinkler systems, the best that you can buy.
President Trump has now declared Washington a different city, touting his administration's anti-crime push. He also found time to celebrate his victory in a $500 million civil fraud penalty against him.
And we're having a lot of victories. I had a victory today. You know, they stole $550 million from me with a fake case, and it was overturned. They said this was a fake case. It's a terrible thing, but that's a nice victory, you know. I mean, it's not bad. You know, we all have our limits, but this was a terrible thing that done. It was a witch hunt.
Now, the visit came 1 week after mobilizing nearly 2,000 guardsmen from D.C. and 6 other states to support the police. Checkpoints have already been set up across the Capitol, with officers stopping people, checking IDs, and even asking for immigration status. The president argues the deployment is necessary to address what he calls an out-of-control crime wave. However, on the streets, the plan is sparking massive backlash. Outside a municipal building, protesters gathered in hundreds, waving signs and announcing the crackdown as political theater. They say the deployment of troops in the Capitol has left them on edge, creating tense confrontations. In fact, a day earlier, Vice President J.D. Vance and Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth visited National Guard troops at Union Station, where they were greeted with boos and jeering from demonstrators. The city has now become a flashpoint in the political polarization gripping the nation, as Republican politicians falsely allege D.C. is overrun by crime, plagued by homelessness, and financially mismanaged. Yet the data from Washington police shows that violent crime is actually down 26% since 2024, reaching a 30-year low. Now, after President Trump's orders, the D.C. National Guard mobilized 800 troops, with several red states sending a total of around 1,200. The troops have been stationed outside tourist hotspots where crime incidents are known to be lower than in other parts of the city. And what began on Thursday as a presidential visit, fast food, and rallying speech to troops escalated into something much larger, a Capitol defined by checkpoints, protest, and politics colliding. The crime numbers may be falling in Washington, but the tensions are rising. And the nation's capital, along with other blue cities and states, are bracing for inevitable confrontations in their respective communities from an attempted Trump takeover.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
$36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion kakaljo.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
4 do idioma.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track, and select a language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.